Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow now. Let's get started. Would Jeremiah Duggar have married Hannah Wissmann if he had abandoned the Institute of Basic Life Principles, his parents' religion? Or, when they tied the knot, did she rejoin the IBLP? Many of their admirers are curious in their personal lives, including their marital and religious views. Stay tuned for further details about this matter. A member of the Institute of Basic Life Principles, IBLP, is the Duggar family. Along with the Duggars, the Bringing Up Bates are fellow IBLP members and friends. Even Hannah's relatives were formerly active with the IBLP, but they seem to have cut ties with the group now. When Jeremiah Duggar and Hannah Wissmann were married, what exactly transpired? One of the Duggar Bates Confessions Instagram followers recently made an assumption about the religious views of Hannah and Jeremiah. The supporter notes that the Wissmanns had already departed from the IBLP. But it seems that Hannah, their daughter, has just lately married into the faith. It seems that the majority of Duggar couples adhere to the same faith. Yet this may differ from pair to couple based on their religious views. But one supporter thinks Jeremiah Duggar could have been the one to abandon his faith and marry Hannah. Perhaps Jer has left it and they will be doing their own thing religion-wise, asks one supporter. However, there are those who are curious as to why Hannah's family could be okay with her remarrying into the IBLP. They can't fathom that Jeremiah could have betrayed his family's faith. A lot of people left over Gothard, on both sides, for him and against him, not necessarily over the beliefs espoused by IBLP, exclaims one supporter. They may be okay with their daughter marrying into that since they believe it to be true for them. We have no confirmation as to whether Jeremiah has departed from the IBLP or whether Hannah has returned to the group. However, their admirers think that their faith evolved after they tied the knot. Considering how the Duggars have been acting secretly as of late, it's possible that they won't comment on this. Fans can only guess for the time being. When Jeremiah Duggar and Hannah Wissmann tied the knot, what do you suppose became of their religious convictions? In your opinion, which is more likely? That she joined the IBLP or that he left? Put your 2 cents in the box below. Return to for more updates on the Duggar family. A member of the Duggar family known for their fundamentalist Christian views, Jeremiah Duggar just married Hannah Wissmann, causing quite a stir. Although Duggar weddings are usually exciting, Jeremiah and Hannah's marriage has caused a lot of people to wonder about his connections to the Institute of Basic Life Principles, IBLP, a religious group that had a significant impact on his childhood. Now a lot of people are becoming very serious and wondering whether Jeremiah Duggar left the IBLP so he could marry Hannah Wissmann, as his devoted followers scrutinize every aspect of his life and marriage, searching for indications of a change in his faith or a break from his family's deeply held religious beliefs. The scenario prompts thought-provoking conversations on individual agency, familial commitment, and changes in faith within the Duggar family. In 1961, Bill Gothard established the Christian organization known as the Institute in Basic Life Principles, IBLP. Structures of authority, conventional gender roles, and big families are central to its teachings, which are based on rigorous biblical principles. The Duggar family, headed by Patriarch Jim Bob Duggar, has a long history of affiliation with the IBLP and shares its principles about humility, respect to elders, and wooing. Jeremiah and his siblings were raised in a home where these principles were heavily emphasized. The reality series 19 Kids, Counting and Counting On showed how the kids lived their lives according to the IBLP's rigid rules, which extended to their clothing choices and relationship attitudes. The Duggar way of life revolved on parental supervision of romantic relationships, which included courtships. Being a middle kid among the Duggar children, Jeremiah's childhood was quite similar. Along with taking part in family activities, he also supported the ideas of the IBLP and followed the roadmap that was given to him. But when he became an adult and started dating Hannah Wissmann, a few of his followers saw little changes in his lifestyle and conduct, and they wondered whether he was leaving the IBLP's influence. The Wissmann family, from which Hannah hails, is quite similar to the Duggars. Similar to the Duggars, the Wissmanns are well known for their musical abilities, religious lifestyle, and big family. It would seem that the Duggars and the Wissmanns are an ideal fit since they are both involved with conservative Christian groups. It wasn't long after the announcement of Jeremiah and Hannah's romance in late 2021 that they were married in March 2022. Fans started to wonder whether Jeremiah was continuing along the Duggar family's conventional route or forging his own path with Hannah, despite the fact that the two families' similar beliefs made the union seem like a perfect fit. Speculation over Jeremiah's connection with the IBLP arose in particular due to some less serious aspects of their romance, such as social media postings depicting them spending time together in less formal settings, and his growing independence from his family. Had Jeremiah been moved to reconsider his affiliation with the group after meeting Hannah and developing a relationship with the Wissmann family? Hannah comes from a very religious household. But was she a driving force behind the reform movement? Although Jeremiah's departure from the IBLP has not been officially confirmed, there are several indicators that he is perhaps moving away from the strict principles upheld by the organization. The couple's public image is a significant sign. While some of Jeremiah's siblings have been quite faithful to the Duggar and IBLP ideals, it seems that Jeremiah and Hannah have adopted a somewhat more contemporary way of living. Unlike his more reserved brothers, he and his partner have been more forthcoming with details about their relationship on social media, giving followers a glimpse into their lives outside of work. The fact that they decided to tie the knot at an older age than what is considered typical among Duggars is another striking shift. While several of his siblings hurried into marriage at a young age, Jeremiah took his time, marrying at the age of 23. It seems that he is following his own timetable when making choices, rather than blindly following the urge to marry early, which is commonly promoted within IBLP circles. Furthermore, the wedding of Jeremiah and Hannah was lovely but understated. While it was faithful to their religion, it did not include many of the obvious hallmarks of Duggar family customs that are strongly impacted by the IBLP. Although Jim Bob Duggar was scheduled to attend the wedding, Jeremiah and Hannah seemed to be creating a day that showcased their own bond and values. The main concern of viewers is whether Jeremiah's marriage to Hannah signifies a break from the rigid IBLP structure, or whether it is just a manifestation of Jeremiah's inherent maturity and uniqueness within the context of the Duggar family's fundamental principles. Although the Wissmanns are also conservative and faith-based, it's possible that they aren't as firmly committed to the IBLP's principles as the Duggars. The couple's choice to live a somewhat more contemporary life while yet being faithful to their Christian ideals may be impacted by this discrepancy. One other thing that may be occurring among the Duggar siblings is that Jeremiah's marriage is only a mirror of it. Many of his siblings have broken away from their traditional family values in recent years. One example is Jinger Duggar Vuolo, who is known to have become a more mainstream Christian. She has publicly questioned many beliefs of the IBLP, decided to dress in a more contemporary way, and embraced other parts of her religion. Famously vocal about the stresses brought on by the Duggar family's rigid upbringing, Dillard has also broken off ties with them. Even though he keeps to himself more than his siblings, Jeremiah may be gently rebelling against his family's ideals by carving out space for his own ideas and ways of living. It is possible that his marriage to Hannah marks a turning point in his life and spiritual journey. The followers have been vocal about their thoughts on Jeremiah's marriage and potential departure from the IBLP, as they are with most things pertaining to the Duggar family. Many viewers are ecstatic that Jeremiah is breaking away from his family's traditions and pursuing his own beliefs in his decision-making.